Women for Cities. 5 women share their work on sustainable urban development, building cities for all, implementing the global goals locally, leaving no one behind. Tell us about your background and life in Ocassi.
I'm coming from a very small township called Ocassi, and I'm a member of the Ocassi Savings Scheme. And this place is 35 kilometers out of Pretoria in South Africa. I was born and bred in Ocassi, and I'm still living there. And I'm not deciding to move, although it is still an informal settlement, because the infrastructure there is getting old and the municipality is taking its own time to maintain the infrastructure. So I can say, even though we did get some support from the government to put water and sanitation and electricity, but because of the large number of members of the community that are there, the infrastructure is overloaded. And then every now and then we will get the load shedding from electricity, the toilets will block and you'll see shit running on the street, the water will be cut off. But we are excited because we are a close-knit community. When we want to discuss issues, we come together and discuss the issues. But the most important thing is the saving group that we have established within our community. Because in Ocassi, most of the people are unemployed and very poor.
How did the Ocassi Savings Scheme come to be?
In 1991, when I was invited to this conference in Broederstroom in South Africa, only 20 kilometers from my community. I was just an ordinary person. I was not working, I was unemployed because I was kicked out by my employer, telling me that I'm influential to the people and allowed them to join the union, the labor movement. So I lost my job. Then I just started to do my own work at my own time, selling clothing and doing odd jobs for myself, for my survival. But I was interested in attending this conference just to go and listen to these people talking. For 5 days I was there saying nothing because I didn't understand the agenda. But the interesting part was when we met with this guy, Jokin Aputham from India, who was telling us the story of the Indians who voted for their democratic government and waited for 40 years for honey and milk to flow on the street. Then the story was so interesting because he said after 40 years, 800 people were sharing one toilet. I was so amazed because by that time in my community, many of the people were using bucket system. And I said, why can people stand on a queue, and then if you are having a running stomach and you are waiting for 15 days to get into one toilet? That's what we talked with Jokin, and I said, can you invite me to India to come and witness this queue? He said, oh, with pleasure. I thought he was joking. But now, after some time, I got a call again from these NGOs who said, we have to arrange an exchange program to India in 1992. And then we are identifying you to be part of the team because your colleague is not available. We went to India. Arriving there, I'm eager to see the queue. But I could imagine that evening when we were driving in a jeep to the hotel, you can get this smell. I said, what's going on here? Now they were saying it's a lagoon. So I was surprised. What is it? What is a lagoon? Okay, it's a canal and it's dirty and that smoke is coming out of the smell. We started crying instead of enjoying the visit because we were 7 delegates. But the most important thing when we attended the first meeting with these Indian women, sitting on the floor and telling us that they are collectors and treasurers. I said, what are you doing? And they said, collecting daily saving. But they were talking in their language, and then we are talking in English. Somewhere we can't even understand each other. But the way they were telling us what they are doing and how they took us for a practical exercise, going door to door and saying that they are doing daily saving and they are using their money as a leverage.
Okay.
It was very interesting. I took back the idea to South Africa to start that.
What challenges does the scheme address?
The major challenge was that women were just there at home doing nothing. They have to take care of the family, but they don't have money. So, and the other challenge is unemployment, as I said. The other challenge is people thought that they are owning a piece of land where they are staying, most of them. People think that because we are staying in an informal settlement, so we are relaxed because of the shacks that we have built on our own. And people thought that they know that government is doing everything for them. But when I bring together these women, I said, you know what I've learned from India is that don't depend on your government. And then we came up with an agenda to address homelessness, landlessness, and poverty. So now I started in Ocassi, but it didn't end up in Ocassi. We expanded this organization in the whole of South Africa. That's where we now established the Federation of the Urban and Rural Poor. It is now all over the 9 provinces of South Africa. But the most interesting part of it is that it created confidence within the women. It empowered most of them to know how to manage their small money in order for them to get the knowledge of managing big monies. And then not only the money, because the money was not a reason. The reason was to bring these people together. We have to know each other and to help each other out of our poverty. And then another thing is now to make our government to recognize and start to listen to us. Although it's a challenge, but I'm telling you today, the federation, which is under SDI in South Africa, it's a well-known organization from the city level to national government, especially through the Department of Human Settlement.
What lessons learned and recommendations can you share?
People should stop depending on their government. Yes, the government has to do things for the people, but they can't do it without the people. Nothing for the people without the people. And people should stop to say, government, come and give me food. The government have shown with these policies that here is the fish pond. You have to come up with a strategy to fish for yourself. That is what we are doing in SDI. We are saying we empower ourselves. We come together to talk with one voice. So everyone should come together, especially the poor people. Don't stop coming together. Don't stop challenging your government. But don't just challenge without showing what you are doing. Because if you show them that you are doing something, that's when you can be able to influence their policy. So it is people and government who has to come in the middle. We have to pull ourselves so that we can pull them towards us. So we can only do it if we are well organized. So all the communities around the world, let's organize, especially the poor people. Let's organize ourselves, talk with one voice, make sure that donors, government, everyone who's ready to work with the people can see that we are working for the betterment of our own future.